of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. With the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Ohio State Buckeyes will have some work to do after that short return. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, to the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this week. I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll sprint in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will take the field for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Shakes off the defender. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter. Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
He's got the tight end. It's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it on? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick toss. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys... Now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. We'll start the quarter offense about to snap it on 2nd down. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by a field goal over Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. 2nd and 10 here. To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught. And he's running in the open. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! What a catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Snags a quick pass on the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks. And you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses, every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Touch pass on the run. Inside the 45. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Snagged in the middle. It's high. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Noses his way forward, maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50 burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job on the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
He missed it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Probably needed a pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime and potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
3rd down coming up after the completion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
To the air on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack. They get the huge loss on that play.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversation.
Makes the catch down the right side. Afterburner's coming. Inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. On the move at the 30. He's loose. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Final play in this half. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going for it all. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Smashes through. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together.
Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Right back to him on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They're facing a 3rd down. Movement here from the tight end. Got his man quickly. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. On the move, gets the touch pass. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure coming. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13.
27, Penn State, 14.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And after that last turnover, David, prime example sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. We need to put more plays together like that right there.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground.
And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals. Yeah,
because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Using the quick game. Oh, what a move. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage. And when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Just ran him over. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And we'll cruise into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kickoff.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires on the move. And wings it incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Getting some heat. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Returner is tackled down at 41.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They want that clock to run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.